Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is. We back again, man. And it's time for the weekend banger. It's time for the weekend banger, y'all. It's a lock. It's time for the weekend banger, and I got one. It's a lock. Y'all know I keep a banger, man. But what I always say before I start my videos, I have no problem delivering this content, making sure y'all got something to watch every day and on the weekend. I have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all about how dangerous prison is, man. I have no problem with that, man. I have no problem making sure the truck drivers are straight while they on the road. I have no problem doing these things, man. I just ask for y'all to do one thing. Just stay out the way, man. That's it, man. I just want you to stay out the way. Why? Because we ain't trying to go to jail in the summertime, for one, man. We not trying to go to jail ever. But you getting locked up in the summer is a bad situation. I'm letting you know now. Getting locked up in the summer just because it's hot outside, just because there's a lot of stuff you know you're not going to be able to do with the weather feeling good because you in the box. Just because of those reasons right there, man. It's a lot going on in those jails. Fights, beatings, stabbings, dudes telling, all type of stuff, man. You don't want to be in there around the summertime. You don't want to go ever. But the summertime is a no-go. And I don't want y'all to go there ever, man. Just stay out the way and enjoy your life out here, man. Let's enjoy the good weather. It's about to get hot. You can go to the beach. You can go on vacation. You can do what you want because you're free. You're going to get locked up in the summer, man. You're wasting your talent, man. Stay out the way so you can enjoy your life, y'all. That's it. Period. But y'all already know what time it is, man. It's the weekend banger. So y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one right here, man. Like, share, and subscribe to y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called Who Stole My Gucci Glasses? Yeah, man. Crazy situation with this one, y'all. And y'all should know from my stories, man, that people in penitentiary don't like thieves, y'all. Like, a thief in penitentiary is the kind of worst type of person that are kind of like, you know what I mean, creep around and steal and do different stuff like that. Like, those are the worst people. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, those people in prison, dudes look at them kind of like they the people, like they the police, like y'all a tail, or they got that type of tag on their label because you will go in somebody's room and steal. Like, dudes will respect you more if you take something from them. Like, dudes look at stealing like that's kind of like something that's way beneath them, man. And it's a no-go in prison, man. And when that happens in prison, stuff goes down in prison, man. I'm letting y'all know now, stuff goes down when that happens in prison. So with that being said, y'all, we are on Lawrenceville for this story right here, y'all. We are on Lawrenceville for this story right here. And I can remember being in 30 building, man, and I was in a pod, man, with this dude, man. He was from Richmond. I'm not going to say his name, but we going to call this man Zoe. But being in a pod with Zoe, man, like, you know what I mean? Zoe was cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I got to Lawrenceville, I kind of got like a different side of like seeing dudes from Richmond, you know what I mean? Like on Sussex, it was a lot of dudes cool from Richmond, you know what I mean, that I got along with and I was cool with for years, you know what I mean? But it was a lot of them that we wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, a little bit geographical up there. That's just how it was on Sussex. When I got to Lawrenceville, it was more people trying to stay out the way, more people trying to move right, more people trying to not be in the limelight, more people trying to stay on the camp they are on, which is Lawrenceville. So, like, that made kind of everybody be a little bit more diplomatic within the cities. Like, everybody would mingle, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't saying they would hang, we would hang, but, like, we would at least mingle, speak. You know what I mean? It was a mutual respect between everybody, you know what I mean? As long as you weren't no sucker or had something going on with your name, like, dudes will rock with you no matter what city or what was going on. That's how it was in the pod I was in, because it was dudes from all over Virginia in the pod I was in 30 building at this particular time. But Zoe, man, Zoe was like, I'm not going to put him in pretty boy status, man, but like, Zoe was one of the dudes that, like, you know, like, he was one of the dudes that pushed the limit on Lawrenceville with different things that they allowed, that didn't allow rather. Like, he went to the V-Room the first time. I seen him go to the V-Room when I first got up there, and he came back with a pair of J's, you know what I mean? Like, they wasn't the flashy ones. I think they were the 3s, the all whites with the little black in them. I want to say they were those, but they weren't the flashy J's, but he came back from the VI with them Jones. Now, Lawrenceville was sweet. They kind of like, you can go in there because, like, if you got shoes, you wear shoes in there, regardless if they New Balance or Nikes, like, you can buy those all commissary and wear them in there, and you can switch them out in the V-Room, you know what I mean? You can switch them out in the V-Room, especially if you got cool people working. Ain't nobody gonna be looking at your shoes or nothing like that. So dudes was doing it. But in my particular pod, when I seen Zoe come back with them Jones, man, like Zoe was killing them with them Jones. He had some J's, they was crispy, they were brand new. You know what I mean? Now when he was in the when he brought them back, he wouldn't wear them every day. Like, he wouldn't do them like that. But he'll pop out with them Jones from time to time. You know what I mean? That's what he would do. Now everybody else from Richmond had rocked with Zoe. You know what I mean? Zoe was a little bit more younger than a lot of the dudes that were in the pod. A lot of the dudes that were in the pod, they from Richmond, you know what I mean? Like, they was really kind of like overprotective over Zoe. You know what I mean? Like, Zoe would go out and play basketball. He would go do little things like this, you know what I mean? And if something get crazy, they definitely got Zoe back. Zoe was somebody that didn't really mess with nobody, man. Zoe would go over to the V-Room, get his little stuff, and he'll come back from the VI with stuff sometime. Like, he wouldn't come back with no big package or nothing like that, but whoever used to come see him from Richmond used to rock with him. So, like, everybody else from Richmond, even dudes that weren't even in our pod, dudes that weren't even in our building, they used to rock with Zoe dumb hard. You know what I mean? Like, on some, if anything go down with him, they definitely got his back. And Zoe knew those things. You know what I mean? Zoe didn't use that as his advantage to be able to, like, kind of push stuff at people. Nah, Zoe remained calm, remained a cool dude. And that's why me and him was all in the pod. So me and him used to do business with each other from time to time, but we knew each other, like, from being in the pod. He knew I was cool. I knew he was cool. You know what I mean? He was on the same mission I was on, trying to live good, get a phone, try to stay out the way. That's what Zoe was doing. So I can remember another time Zoe went to the VI, man. Zoe came back with the Gucci glasses, y'all. Y'all hear me? Bro came back with the Gucci glasses. Now, Zoe was one of these dudes from Richmond that already wore glasses. So, like, he had, like, a little pair that wasn't official, you know what I mean? But when he came back with them Gucci's, them joints was the gold frame joints, like the, you know what I mean? Like the prescription joints. Like, they was gold framed though, nice. And they had the Gucci joint on the side. You know what I mean? They was just a clean pair of glasses. Like, they was official. Like, I like them joints. I ain't even gonna lie. Now, a lot of the dudes from Richmond that I have seen through my bid, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would say they were glasses people way before I even started about wearing glasses or thinking about glasses. Like, dudes from Richmond been on the glasses game. Like, the glasses that y'all seen people wear today, like, I seen dudes from Richmond that was locked up that already had, like, some official designers, like, you know what I mean, the big Versace joints, like, but they'll have them as prescription. A lot of those dudes are wearing them as prescription. So I started noticing, like, a lot of dudes from Richmond, like, they wear glasses, and they, like, when they have to wear glasses, they getting some sweet glasses. All their glasses don't look official. So, like, I've been seeing them doing that a long time ago. Now, when I got to Lawrenceville, it became on steroids with it because a lot of dudes from Richmond would have glasses, and it just out of control. Like, that's what they was doing. So Zoe went to the VI and came back with the Gucci's. You know what I mean? So when he come back, you see him talking to all the dudes from Richmond. Everybody from Richmond like, oh, let me see them jumps. Everybody looking at them. Them jumps official, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm walking to the microwave. He see me. I'm like, I see him. You know what I mean? He got him in his hand. I look. I'm like, some Gucci's, bro. He like, yo, let me see him. Because I never really seen. I seen the Gucci's like you know, the darkies. You know what I mean? The super dark joints. But I haven't really seen like a good pair of prescriptions. You know what I mean? So when I seen him, it was like a new version. It's like 09. You know what I mean? So it was like a new version of like the Gucci glasses. Like, it just had look official. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. So when he showed me, I looked at him like, damn, them joints official. Gave back to him. He kept on talking to his Richmond homeboys. You know what I mean? Zoe feeling good that he beat the people with the Gucci glasses. You know what I mean? So long story short, you know what I mean? Zoe became to love. He became a person that really loved these Gucci glasses. Basically, like, they were his glasses. Like, the only time he would take these glasses off for real is when he playing basketball. You know what I mean? He went and played basketball in them joints. But for the most part, he got them joints. He always got them joints. You know what I mean? So I can remember a time my homeboy, you know what I mean, Lawrenceville was doing pictures, you know what I mean? They had like a little picture project joint set up where we can, you know what I mean, you can buy your picture ticket, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, you can go down to the gym and take pictures with your jeans on, a dolo joint, not a BI joint. So dudes would do that from time to time. So I can remember me and my homeboy went down there, you know what I mean? Me and my homeboy went down there to take some pictures, and we was down there, you know what I mean? I seen Zoe, you know what I mean? So when I seen Zoe, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, let me win them jumps, man, this picture, let me get them. He was like, he took them jumps off ASAP. Let me rock them jumps. I'm in that jank looking like a no-limit soldier with the glasses, y'all. Y'all hear me? I got the gold janks on. I wish I could find that picture, man. I don't know where that picture is. I got the no-limit janks on, that gold frames. I got them janks on. You know what I mean? Flicked it up with them jumps. Zoe looked out. You know what I mean? Zoe went and took his pictures. I'm looking at him. I'm like, bro, I start calling him. He used to be weak because I start calling him C Murder. That's who he kind of put me in the. He kind of put you in the mind of kind of like he was a slim, kind of like light brown skinned dude, real slim dude, kind of tall. You know what I mean? And he had the little light ball fade joint. You know what I mean, with the waves. And he used to wear the glasses. You know what I mean? He used to look like C Murder. That's my word. So I started calling him C Murder sometime. So we used to be tripping about that. So Zoe, you know what I mean? We took our pictures. He let me rock. He let my homeboy rock them jumps, take a picture of them. You know what I mean? Everything was good. We shoot back to the building. You know what I mean? Everything straight. I'm looking at the whole situation like, man, like it feel good being in a pod with good Richmond dudes, good Norfolk dudes, good dudes from everywhere. Like there wasn't no animosity at all in the pod, y'all, at all. Like you will always have bad apples in our pod or whatever pod you go to on Lawrenceville. But like at this particular moment in 33 pod and 30 building, man, like it was just a great pod. Like I ain't even gonna lie, everybody in there was trying to get motion. Everybody was chilling, staying out the way. That's what people was doing, y'all. So boom. I can remember a time we go outside. We had outside rec. We're going out to the basketball court where the basketball court is on the yard that we're going to anyway. So I was about to go out, but I didn't go out. You know what I mean? It was like, I want to say this is close to summer. If it wasn't summer yet, but all I know is it was baking outside. And this is 2 o'clock rec. Now we have, and when it gets hot or when it gets about to get warm with spring and fall and all that is over with, like they will give us 3 recs a day. You know what I mean? On Lawrenceville, you have the morning time rec. You have the 2 o'clock rec. Now everybody know the morning rec is gonna be hot. Now everybody already know the 2 o'clock rec is gonna be extra hot. Now dudes will decide to come out at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is after the sun then went down a little bit. It's gonna be still a little warm outside, but at the end of the day, it's not as hot as earlier. So dudes will go outside at the 7 o'clock rec. Now this is 2 o'clock rec that I'm talking about. I'll probably go out. I stay in. You know what I mean? I'm in the joint kicking it. You know what I mean? Kicking it with a couple of people. I walked over to take my laundry bag over to Popcorn. Popcorn was watching laundry. You know what I mean? So I walk over to take my bag over to him. I kicked it with him for a second. You know what I mean? We get to talk about sports because Popcorn, like the Cowboys, we get to talk about sports, talking junk about that, basketball. You know what I mean? I peel off. I go back to the cell. You know what I mean? I go in the cell. I just chilled out. I'm just looking at TV. You know what I mean? Just relaxing. You know what I mean? I had a fan in my room. I was one of the very rare guys in there that had a fan, but Lawrenceville used to sell the mini fans. Now they had air conditions, but the fan game was exclusive too. You know what I mean? I would have the fan plugged into the air conditioner, like with pencils, like on some rigged up stuff. And I had the little small little fan just sitting on the little pencils tied into the vent, and it'll blow the air and the fan. So like your room would be extra feeling good. So I'm just in there relaxing, y'all, around this time, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like out of the time that went by a little bit, you know what I mean? Probably like an hour that went by. I look out the window, I can hear when dudes coming back. If I just look out my window, you can see everybody just coming back from the yard. You see a bunch of bodies, everybody coming back to the building. So I came out in the pod and I just stood on the railing, you know what I mean? I've been sitting in the bed watching TV for a while. So I just went to the little joint, put my arm on the joint, I'm just on the railing like this. Everybody coming back to the pod, everybody coming back in the pod. So as everybody start coming back in the pod, I just see goddamn, you know what I mean? I see Zoe. When Zoe come back in, you know what I mean? I see what he did slightly. Like I saw him when he came in, then I lost track of him slightly. But you got to understand when the door opens from a pod and everybody's coming back in from rec, you got like 6 people coming in the door at a time, slightly like 4 or 5 at a time at the most. So I seen him come in. When he came in, I seen Zoe running his cell. Zoe slept like all the way on the side slightly. Like his was like the third to the last cell on the side, on the right side. So he come in my view. Shoot past me, I seen him go this way, you know what I mean? I seen him come out, I lost view of him, you know what I mean? I seen my homeboy from through the door that's in 31 part. He come like he in the hallway, he seen me, he like, yo, I'm like, I'm coming down the steps. I lost Zoe. I don't know where he was at from there. I go down the steps, go holler at my man. I'm out there talking to him. Kicking it with him. You know what I mean? So everybody kind of coming back. I got a dip when everybody kind of coming back. So when everybody start coming back, like the last bit of stragglers that's coming back into the building, I dap them up. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gone. So I go back in the pod. When I go back in the pod, I see John out in the middle of the pod with his 3 homeboys from Richmond. You know what I mean? He out in the middle of the pod. He like, hey, shorty. Hey, who got my glasses, shorty? Hey, who got my glasses, shorty? I ain't playing with none of y'all. I ain't playing with none of y'all niggas. Who got my glasses, shorty? I ain't gonna say it again. Who got my glasses, shorty? I just had my glasses when I came in the pod. I must have dropped them. Somebody got my goddamn glasses in this pod. Somebody gonna give my shit. Straight up, shorty. So goddamn his homeboy's like, damn right. Damn right. Somebody got him. Somebody got him. His other homeboy, kind of big nigga from Richmond. He walk up, unplugged the TV. He was like, who the fuck got them glasses? Who the fuck got them glasses? I come back in the pod like, damn, walking in, I'm like, oh, damn, nigga, what happened to his glasses? I see my homeboy, I'm like, what happened? He like, bro, say somebody took his glasses, say he dropped them, and he was coming in, goddamn, you know what I mean? He got him. I'm like, what? I said, somebody got them shits. That's fucked up, man. I said, nigga ain't gonna be able to do shit with them. What a nigga gonna be able to do with him? What a nigga can't do nothing with him. Why is niggas doing this? At this particular time in our pod, y'all, there was nobody in there that steals. There was nobody in there that had a MO that I knew of stealing, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there were dudes in there that they said had MOs in the past. Now, since they've been in our pod, it's been no stealing because in our pod, we didn't play that shit. Like, if you stealing, you getting up out the pod. Like, that's just how it's going down. Like, you can't stay in here and make the pod hot. We ain't here trying to make moves. We ain't here trying to live good. And we don't want no problems because we on the sweetest camp in America. You know what I mean? You bring stealing into the equation, like you're gonna everything is gonna be, you know what I mean? Everything is gonna be off balance. You're gonna turn dudes into maniacs regardless of where they at. You know what I mean? So like, we didn't tolerate stealing. So I can remember when this one dude moved into the block. He was a little older dude. He moved in like 6 months ago. You know what I mean? But they said when he was over in one building, he stole, like, not really somebody's commissary, but what he did was this. He stole the commissary. Like, when they do commissary, the lady, it'll be a lady that come to the pod. She'll come to the pod. She'll start putting bags on tables, like 3 of them joints. You know what I mean? She'll go to her paper. She'll see who receipt it is, the name and all that. And she'll get the CO in the booth. She'll call up to the CO in the booth. And the CO in the booth will open your door. Then you will come get your commissary. So sometimes we'll go to breakfast like through all this. Like, it'll be mayhem or slightly, but ain't nobody stealing nothing. They said, bro, goddamn, when it was mayhem going on, the old dude I'm talking about, they say he ended up swiping a bag. You know what I mean? So they say who bag he swiped. He said it was an official dude that was on the other side bag. You know what I mean? And for real, like when they didn't call his name, he had his money, he had everything. The lady was saying the bag was here. So she said somebody stole it. So they ended up putting that part on lock because nobody was old enough to what happened. So long story short, when they found out who really swiped the bag that made him be on lockdown for a week, they beat old head ass. They found out it was old head. They beat his ass and got his ass out of there. He went to the hole for a while, and then that's how he ended up coming in our building. But when dude said the rumor about that stuff, like everybody was like, well, he's still in here. He gonna get the same treatment. Like that's he gonna get the same treatment he got on the other side of the yard if he try to come in here and steal. So won't nobody tripping. Won't nobody tripping about nothing. So the whole time, like when he in the pod, like, you know what I mean? Like I never even looked at him as a suspect, but now it's something missing. But you got to understand the way bro saying how it's missing. Like you can't really say old head had anything to do with it because he's saying he had it when he came in the pod. You know what I mean? He had the Gucci glasses when he came in the pod. Now I told you I saw when he came in, but I lost track of him when I went to go holler at my man. Now, if he went anywhere else in the pod, he could have dropped them anywhere in the pod. So either way, somebody's being grimy by swiping them up and they know they Zoe glasses, you know what I mean? But at the same time though, like, I wasn't ready to be like, dude was a suspect yet, y'all, because the way bro said how he lost his glasses, y'all. That's what I was saying to myself. So boom, it's mayhem slightly now because bro feeling like it's been like 30 minutes now. And we about to be on standby for dinner because this was after 2 o'clock. Dinner's around the corner. So everybody's out in the pod. Like around when stuff like this going on, you're gonna have everybody out in the pod. You're gonna have dudes on the top tier that's by themselves, hanging on by the rail. You know what I mean? Like I seen all that was going on. I seen the tension. I seen how Zoe and them was looking. You know what I mean? And when I came in through the door, I know for a fact Zoe seen when I came through the door. I was out there. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that saved me or nothing, but like I'm just mentioning that because I know for a fact he saw me. You know what I mean? His homeboys saw me. When they was snapping, I'm coming into the pod. So I leave from downstairs. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I ain't trying to be around. This is crazy. So I get upstairs. All you see is Zoe. Zoe kind of like walking around like he's sizing dudes up. Like, you know what I mean? He a little frail little dude, but like for these Gucci glasses, like Zoe gonna go out. He gonna jump out there. I know he is. Like these Gucci glasses, like for someone the way they got missing, they came up missing is crazy. So I know for a fact Zoe gonna be crazy about this. So Zoe walking around just silent, like kind of like looking. He just I mean, he got the attitude. He walking with his homeboys, and his homeboys like trying to like tell him like how they gonna do it, what they gonna do. So Zoe like, man, he just snapped out again. He was like, man, y'all some bitch ass niggas, Sean. Every fucking body. Every fucking body, man. Whoever the fuck got my glasses, y'all some bitch ass niggas, Sean. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. Whoever the fuck got my glasses, I know somebody got them. I had them when I came in the pod. They was on me when I came in the pod. When I left the court, they was in my shirt. When I came in here, I had them. Now I dropped them in this pod. I'm saying in my head, bro, you sure you dropped them in the pod? Like, this is what I'm saying in my head. Like, it's too touchy for me to kind of like come over there with my good advice like I usually do, y'all. This is one of those stories, like, I can't do it. Like, it's too intense. It's too much stuff. Like, these are Gucci glasses in prison. Like, this is equivalent to somebody stealing your car on the street. This is how this feels to Zoe in prison. So, like, I didn't want to, like, go over there and throw gasoline on the fire and tell him anything about my opinion. But I'm just analyzing everything in my head, like, bro, you could have dropped them joints on me. You know what I mean? But what do I know, y'all? So, boom. Bro, snap. He snapped. You know what I mean? He like, yo, shit crazy. So he don't really know what to do. He don't know what to do. Like, I feel like since he know dinner's on the way, like he's feeling like if he don't make a move like before dinner, he might don't never see his glasses. You know what I mean? But at the same time though, like that can be true. But but come on, Zoe, like man, like this is something like I've never been through nothing like this that someone stole or took or what, you know what I mean? Something like that. Cause I don't know how I would react. I probably will be reacting like him, you know what I mean? Because there's not a whole lot you can do. So I'm seeing him. I know he wanna do something because like these are Gucci glasses. He's pissed, you know what I mean? Somebody in this pod definitely has it in his mind. So he's just trying to figure out what he gonna do before a child comes. But the lady says, stand by for child. Y'all gonna stand by for child. Stand by for child. 32 pod, 31 pod, 33 pod, 33 pod, y'all last. All right. Boom, everybody start going to their cell. You know what I mean? Everybody go to the cell. I go to the cell. I see the dude that sleep next door to me. He's standing at his door. He like, shh, we got a thief in the pod, Weezy. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I was like, bro said he fumbled his glasses when he came in. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, who knows? It could be somebody in the other pod might have grabbed them joints. I said, whoever grabbed them is not giving them back because they Gucci glasses. Like, I don't know what their plans are, but whoever grabbed them joints are not going to give them back, y'all. So he like, the dude next door, like, man, like, that's crazy. He was like, man, he could have dropped them joints outside, like, for real, like, I don't know. Now, this dude I'm talking to, he from Petersburg. Like, they get along. Petersburg is right next door to Richmond. So they like next door neighbors from Virginia. You know what I mean? So that's like how Tidewater dudes are. Like, they next door neighbors. So the dude from Petersburg, he knows Zoe slightly, but he don't rock with Zoe like that. He been told me that he don't really like Zoe because the young nigga think he was just one of those, he was a little older dude from Petersburg. You know what I mean? Stuck in his ways. Like, he was a good guy. There wasn't nothing wrong with him, but he just looking at the whole situation like, yo, this what he thinking? Like, what he think he about to do? You know what I mean? So I'm like, he probably thinking he about to start I think they might try to start searching. I was like, but he ain't coming in this room, you know what I mean? Zoe, no, I ain't taking nothing, you know what I mean? I ain't taking nothing. He like, he ain't coming in my room either. He was like, he's not even gonna make it to the top tier, Weezy. He was like, he ain't going in nobody's room. He's not even gonna make it to the top tier if he try to do that. And if he try to start on the top tier, we ain't going for it, right? I'm like, I'm definitely not going for it. I was like, I rock with bro, but I don't have his glasses. I don't wear glasses. I don't even want those Silk the Shocker C-Murder looking glasses. They official, but they look like they belong with a No Limit soldier. That's what it look like, man. So they want my style. So I don't have his glasses. So I'm like, I don't have them junks, y'all. So boom. You know what I mean? Me and dude, my next door neighbor from Petersburg, we already was like, this is what it is. And I felt like we didn't even have to say that. Like, that's what it is for real. Like, I'm not on Lawrenceville. Like, come on, bro. You're not going to check my cell. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know about nobody else. But, like, this is how I'm feeling. But the cell I'm at, I'm far from if he start, like, at the bottom and try to, like, he probably really wouldn't make it to my cell. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be too many people on the bottom tier that's not going to go for that. So, we leave out for child. We go to child. You know what I mean? We go to child. I look back. I see Zoe and his homeboys. They walking. You know what I mean? They behind us slightly. Zoe look mad. Zoe looking like he ready to slightly cry, but kill a nigga at the same time. That's what Zoe looking like. So he's looking angry as shit as they walking. We get into the child hall. He go sit over there with all his Richmond homeboys. He get over there with all the dudes from the R. They talking. You know what I mean? I see the dude from the R. That's in 31 pod. He mad and I see his face. He like a little bit older dude. You know what I mean? He's another one of these dudes that's majorly overprotective of goddamn Zoe. You know what I mean? So he looking like, what? I see his reaction as Zoe telling him, like, what? Man, go ahead. What, who? Man, fuck that shit. All right, we be over there. We be over there. So I'm saying in my head, like, what are you coming over to the pod for? Like, why are you coming to the pod? Like, I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Now, if this situation happens like this, like you coming, somebody else, your homeboys coming to the pod, if you got your homeboys coming into the pod, it's got to be ass kicking time. Like, you can't have your homeboys coming to the pod 229 risking their ass just for y'all can just try to figure out what's going on. Like, you know what's going on. Your glasses are gone. They might be gone forever. So what can you do? Like, you fumble, bro. You know what I mean? I can see if somebody winning your sale. You know what I mean? I felt like Zoe was slightly wrong in my book. That's why I said I wanted to give him my advice. But at the time, it wasn't a good time for me to give him his advice. But I see his homeboys, they looking angry. They looking like they want smoke. They looking like they coming over to the pod just like they said. So I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. We go back to the building. I look back. I see them niggas coming into our pod. They didn't even go back to their pod. They went straight into our pod. Now, after dinner, you don't have a lot of time to go to another pod because it's about to be count time. So, like, I didn't understand what they was doing, but they went back fast. So by the time I look, they in the pod. They inside the pod. I see them. They right down there or kind of slightly over there in the back where Zoe sleep at. It's like 6 of them now. It's the 3 dudes that Zoe messed with, him, and the 2 dudes from 31 pod. So they over there. So once the pod came back in, the door locked. I'm like, these niggas crazy as shit. The door locked. Then a dude was like, yo, hey, yo, I don't know who got my cousin glasses, shorty, but y'all niggas got to the night. Y'all niggas got to the night. Y'all got to the night. And if I find out about anybody in here who's stealing, if I find out anybody ever stole some shit on this compound, I gotta have you, shorty. I gotta have you. I ain't playing that shit. Y'all niggas disrespect my little cousin like that and take his glasses, he drop them, ain't nobody gonna return them. I'm saying in my head, bro, we all criminals. I ain't say that, but still though, like, bro, you can't expect niggas to, you know what I mean? So he said this, he said what he said. He made a big statement, you know what I mean? Again, that shit went over my head because he wasn't talking to me or my homeboy. So I didn't have nothing to do with that shit, y'all. So boom. Goddamn, these niggas make it right out the pod right before count time. They dip. You know what I mean? So in that junk looking lost now, he got locked down for count with all this going on. You know what I mean? I know he feeling mad. He just back by himself like this, talking to dudes in Richmond, just keep moving around like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I know he want to find out bad who got these damn Gucci glasses. Who got the Gucci glasses, y'all? I know he want to find out bad. And he just keep pacing and he just looking. And they came in there, locked down. Everybody had to go in the cell. I go in the cell. I holler at my roommate. I'm like, yo, bro, I really feel like, I was like, man, the way the pod looking, like, ain't nobody saying nothing. Like, he's saying out, he blurting out. And everybody that knows Zoe know that he's mad. So, like, if you know him and you ain't got nothing to do with it, like, he ain't really talking to you, but he's mad. So I'm like, yo, the way the pod looking, the pod, everybody quiet, ain't nobody saying nothing, like, you know what I mean? I was like, man, somebody in this pod got them glasses, bro. He was like, I think so too. He was like, because look, he said, man, when we be outside balling, because he'll go outside, my roommate will go outside and ball sometime too with Zoe. So he like, when we go outside and ball sometime, he was like, man, Zoe would take his glasses off, take his shirt off, put the glasses in his shirt. He was like, as soon as the game's over with, he ain't balling no more, he go to his shirt and he put them glasses on. He said this time he probably was trying to hurry up and get to the shower, grab his shirt, grab the glasses. You know what I mean? He still felt them in his hand. He said he's not gonna fumble them glasses, Weezy. I said he did fumble them, bro. He fumbled them somewhere. He said if he fumbled them in the pod, probably going up the steps, any damn thing. I said, man, that shit crazy. I said, man, I think somebody in this pod got it. You know what I mean? He was like, man, that's fucked up though, man. He was like, man, cause Youngin love them damn glasses. He was like, he loved them damn glasses. I was like, man, what you telling? I said, man, them shit's Gucci glasses, bro. I'm like, man, but the way how it turned out, man, was just wild. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on. So while me and my roommate talking, they come by and count. So they pass out, saying after they count, the dude that sleep next to me, next door to me from Petersburg, he come through the vent. He said, hey, Weezy. He said, hey, look, man, goddamn, bro, like for real, we gotta let the cat out the bag. I'm like, what you talking about? He was like, man, dude that sleep upstairs in cell 30. He was like, man, they didn't want to say he was stealing in one. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I was like, you know, he stole a commissary bag. Like, he ain't going nobody room and take nothing. Like, he was like, man, once a thief, always a thief. He was like, somebody found them damn glasses. And he was like, for real, that shit about to make the pod hot. Goddamn, he was like, I'm gonna tell that nigga who the fuck dude. He was like, I don't think Zoe no dude used to steal. I'm like, well, hold on though, bro. I said, listen, don't go do that yet. I said, because for real, they might come up. The glasses might finally come up after we done locked down. Dude's finally tired of him yelling, doing this, doing that, the empty threats. I said, somebody might just pop up with him. Because stuff like that has happened before. Like something that's came up missing. And then once a big situation was about to happen out of nowhere, they'd be like, oh yeah, right by the microwave. Yeah, because that's somebody dropped them off there. Somebody didn't want this situation to happen, whatever was going to happen. So I said, just give it some time, bro. He was like, man, no, man. He was like, cuz there's too much going on now. Now he got the dudes from Richmond next door about to get into it, and they don't even know who they're going to get into it with. I said, that's what I want to know. I don't know who the hell they're going to get into it with. I said, I don't know who the hell cell they're going to search, or I don't know who they're going to blame this on. I don't know what they're going to do. But I feel like them glasses gone, bro. Like, I think them Jones gone. I don't think he's going to be able to get them back. It's a wrap for them Jones, man. Like, what are you gonna do about it, man? Like, it's nothing he can do. He fumbled them in the pod. Like, I know they Gucci glasses, but it's a wrap for that, man. He was like, man, shit, I'm gonna tell him, man. Like, shit, we gotta get some order in here. Like, for real, once a thief, always a thief. I'm like, that shit crazy, y'all. So, boom. Now, I got what he was saying, and I felt him on everything that the dude next door to me was saying. You know what I mean? Like, I got everything that he was saying. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I felt what he was saying. But at the same time, though, man, like, where's the actual proof that this man you about to throw under the bus stole the glasses? You know what I mean? Yes, he's a known thief. You know what I mean? Once a thief, always a thief. So yes, he is a known thief. You know what I mean? But he has been in the Pod West for a while and hasn't stolen anything. You know what I mean? Why would he be dumb enough to steal something from the Richmond dudes and Zoe? Everybody already know dudes gonna crash out over Zoe. You know what I mean? Why would he be that stupid? Like, maybe because he thought he could get away with it. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I'm just still giving dude the benefit of the doubt. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm giving dude the benefit of the doubt. So boom, the doors open up. We come out. We feel the same tension. Everybody out in the pod. You know what I mean? It's Empire Rec. You know what I mean? Now we on standby for 7 o'clock rec. You know what I mean? That's how I be as soon as the doors open. We get outside. We on standby for 7 o'clock rec. So the lady called and let us know that we was on standby for outside rec. So everybody out in the pod. I'm definitely going outside. So everybody trying to see what's going on. You know what I mean? We got down, about to get ready to go out. I hear some like rumbling. I look back. I see Zoe back there by his cell. He back there in these other little young boys' cell. You know what I mean? Now, these two young boys that I'm talking about, I want to say they was from Petersburg too. They might not been. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that's where they was from. But I hear the noise as I'm getting ready to walk out. So when I heard the noise like everybody else heard the noise, I turned around and looked. Zoe said, well, I told you I was all the way on the side by the back. I can't see what's going on, but like you can tell it's a situation because the door is open wide. The sun is beaming through the joint. You know what I mean? It just looked like something is going on back there at Zoe said, so everybody look and stop. You know what I mean? And you just hear, where my shit at, Sean? The fuck? Nigga, is in this room, nigga? The fuck, nigga, the whole time, nigga, y'all ain't say shit. Y'all my next door neighbors, nigga. Where the fuck the goddamn shit at, nigga? I knew you got it, nigga. He just going in nigga's cell. Now, the two young boys, they in the jump like they kind of like, they can't really beat these dudes from Richmond. Now, I mean, Zoe might be the littlest one that's in the cell from Richmond. Those other 3 dudes that's in there from Richmond, they in there kicking those 2 dudes' ass. I'm looking at it, I'm like, that shit wild. Because like, I know for a fact the young boys ain't did nothing to the man glasses. But Zoe has a suspicion. Man, and he gonna react on whatever his suspicion is, man. The man just lost a pair of Gucci glasses, y'all. I told you it's the equivalent to a car in the street, y'all. So boom, we go outside. You see Zoe and them come outside. You know what I mean? Right before it was about over with, them niggas coming to the gate. They had to open the gate back up to let him and his homeboys on the jump. They shoot straight over to the other side and start talking to the Richmond dudes in 40 building. He over there talking to them. They tell them, I guess, what happened. You know what I mean? Everybody outside like, damn, he beat the little young boys up, man. That shit crazy as hell. The young boys ain't come out. Goddamn. So we stayed out there. He taught his homeboys. We come back in. You know what I mean? Now, when we come back in, we only got probably about another hour and a half. You know what I mean? Then we're going to lock down again. You know what I mean? Then we're going to come back out for the last joint to 10:30 or 11, one of the two. But, you know what I mean? We come back in. I see the young boys took their ass whipping like a champ. Like, they weren't really too beat up. You know what I mean? But they was just fixing their stuff. When we come back in, we see them back there, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like fixing their room back up and shit. You know what I mean? Niggas just went in there and went on their dumb ass. Like, for real, they might ain't had nothing to do with this shit. So, like, they just back there getting their shit together. You're like, damn, that's fucked up. The young niggas just took their ass whooping. But the young niggas looking like they really ain't got no wins. These other 2, 3 goons that Zoe got with them, these niggas gonna whoop ass on sight. They love bro. They got his back They got his back, all the way his back, man. They don't play about Zoe, man. So, like, I just guess they looked at it like that. Some dudes look at an ass whooping sometimes like, I ain't got no wins. Even if I'm not wrong, you know what I mean? So, like, me, I couldn't look at it like that. But the young boys was just acting like everything was normal. After the ass whooping, that shit was crazy. So, I still see Zoe looking like, you know what I mean? He mad. But when I look again, I see Zoe talking to, you know what I mean? He's talking to my next door neighbor. You know what I mean? And my next door neighbor standing there like he talking to him, he like Zoe right there. They like almost the same height, and he talking to Zoe like, yeah. And I could tell that he just straight throwing dude under the bus. Now, my next door neighbor's thinking he's doing the right thing because he's thinking dude is a thief, always once a thief, always a thief, but he's still putting the man out there. So you see Zoe like, one of these jump like, oh, well shit, I gotta go up in there. Fuck that, he go holler at his homeboys and shit. You know what I mean? He go holler at them and shit. Goddamn. They go like, yo, goddamn, his homeboy was like, yo, man, fuck this shit. His homeboy went to the joint again. Old head dudes were sitting out there. There weren't a lot of people watching TV because we about to go in. But it's nighttime now, so they go walk to the TV, pull that shit out again. Listen up. Me and everybody, man. Everybody listen up, man. Everybody listen up, man. Them glasses don't come up, man. We about to start searching shit. I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't give a fuck where you from. We about to start searching shit starting from the bottom tier. And I don't give a fuck. We going all out, shorty. We want them fucking glasses. We know they in here. We know they in here. So niggas like, I'm saying in my head, I'm standing on the top tier like, bro, you not coming to my cell. It wasn't no need for me to blurt that out. You know what I mean? But y'all can try to come in here. You know what I mean? I got 2-3 homeboys too, player. Like, you know what I mean? So it could be a 3-on-3. We can do this. But at the same time, I was still gonna holler at him if he would have ever reached my cell and say, Zoe, listen, bro, like, I feel what you're doing, but you can't come in my room, bro, because I don't got your glasses, bro. I've never been a thief. You know what I mean? By you coming in my cell, you calling me a thief, bro. So we might as well just fight right now. That's what I was gonna tell his ass, but I know he wasn't gonna make it to my cell, but his homeboy snapping. You know what I mean? Nigga like, the fuck, goddamn. So dude that's sleeping cell 2, right there on the other side by the shower, he's standing by his cell, you know what I mean? He from Portsmouth. He like, man, you ain't coming in my cell. Y'all niggas ain't coming in my cell. I don't got no, I don't wear glasses. I don't wear glasses. You ain't coming in my cell. Dude from Richmond say, nigga, why I ain't fucking talking to you, nigga? You ain't gotta say shit to me, nigga. Dude was like, nigga, who fuck you talking to, nigga? Y'all niggas think y'all horse and shit in the pod. Bring your ass in the cell, nigga. Nigga like, fuck that shit. Niggas went in the cell. That shit sound like 2 rams hitting, y'all. You hear me? 2 big niggas fight. So when I'm at the door, dude, homeboys at the door, niggas look at nigga. Niggas rumbling like a bitch. Goddamn. Dude from Richmond, I don't know. I guess he ended up getting dude from Portsmouth at the end, but he got him. He like, nigga, I won't even fucking to you. He talking to him now. Nigga, I won't even fucking talking to you, nigga. This ain't got nothing to do with you, nigga. You should have let me go in your cell and search, nigga. If you ain't got the motherfuckers, nigga. Dude was like, nigga, get the fuck off me, nigga. Dude was like, nigga. Dude from Richmond was like, what we fighting for anyway, Sean? Nigga, I won't even talking to you, nigga. Goddamn, niggas like, man, y'all break that shit up, man, for the police come, man. Goddamn, niggas went in there, broke that shit up. Dude from Portsmouth get up like, nigga, yeah. Nigga, yeah, and that was it right there. You ain't coming in my cell. Yeah, you ain't coming in my cell. Dude from Richmond was like, man, all right, yeah, all right. So he walked back over to Zoe, like, I seen Zoe now. Zoe starting to think, like, he know this is all, like, this is, bro, trying to retrieve these glasses is a crash out mission. That's all it is. And I'm thinking Zoe is starting to realize this because you can see it all over his face. Zoe was the youngest out of the crew. So Zoe is just looking like, oh, shit, like, it's too much. Like, we might end up dying behind these damn Gucci glasses. Like, man, like, I could see him. I'm reading his damn brain. Said, man, we gotta hurry and figure this out for someone to kill our ass, y'all. So boom! Goddamn, them niggas fought. Goddamn, dude made his announcement. You know what I mean? Goddamn, he said what he said. Everybody feel how they feel. Bro not coming in my shit. Bro is not coming in my shit, man. He's not coming in my shit. That's my word. I walked back over there to get my laundry. The popcorn was at. I see popcorn standing back there. I'm like, this shit crazy. Popcorn was like, shh, man want his damn glasses. I'm like, yeah, he want them shits, bro. Like, nigga. You know what I mean? He was like, man, he dropped them shits probably outside, man. He was like, he wrong for real, but shit, like, he can come check my room. I ain't got the motherfuckers. Goddamn, that's how I feel about it. Like, motherfuckers used to say that back then and back in the day. I'll just let them come in the goddamn room because I don't have your shit. So come in and waste your time. You know what I mean? That's what Popcorn's saying. So I'm like, man, listen, no, it's a principle thing, Popcorn. Like, I can't let them come in my cell. You know what I mean? Like, I don't steal. So, like, him doing that, saying I'm stealing. The niggas ain't coming to my cell. We just gonna fight and come to that. And I rock with Zoe. He was like, yeah, but Them goddamn glasses gone, Weezy, man. He ain't gonna find them shits, man. I was like, that's what I was telling my roommate. I was like, them shits is gone, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how the hell you gonna get them shits back? How the hell you gonna get them shits back? Like, you dropped them. You dropped them shits, bro. Them shits is out of here. Them shits is out of here, y'all. So I came with popcorn for a little bit more. I dip. I go back to the cell. It was lockdown time. You know what I mean? We locked down. All this happened right this day. All this my word. We locked down. Goddamn. We come back out for the last count. For the last on rec. We out in the pod. Everybody out in the pod. Usually dudes be chilling on the phone, relaxing, ducked off. But it's drama in the pod. So everybody's out there. The pod is deep. Everybody's on the tier. Everybody's downstairs. Everybody's over here. Everybody's over there. Everybody's watching everything. So we come out. We see Zoe. Zoe talking to the two dudes from Michigan again. Next thing you know, they peeled off. They go straight to the dude's cell. And I'm looking at the dude that sleep next door to me. I look up. He on the top tail like he got his popcorn ready. Like he just watching the jump. They go to dude's cell. They knock on the door. Dude cell dark as a bitch. He probably stayed in there to watch TV or any damn thing. Dude get up, come to the door. You can see dude got white boxers on, white t-shirt on like he was in the bed. He come to the door. You know what I mean? You see Zoe talking to him. You know what I mean? So the door kind of opened up wide and Richard dudes kind of got like behind Zoe. So Zoe talking to him with his door open, but dude and his roommate in there. You know what I mean? So they talking to him, you know what I mean? You see Zoe like, yo, look, I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? I don't know what Zoe's saying, but you see his arms moving like that. Then next thing you know, Zoe's like, Zoe sucker punched the nigga, man. Man, Zoe sucker punched old head dude, man. He sucker punched, goddamn old head dude ball up instantly. They go on the jump, cut the light on. Man, they beat his ass, man. They went in that man's room, cut his damn light on, then kicked his ass, man. They was in that bitch beating the fuck out that man. Where my fucking shit at? The whole time I went and got a better view. I walked up. I'm not, but the cell was like way over there, like way back there on the wall. But I'm walking like in the middle part, looking, I'm like, damn. Why Zoe and them beating his ass? His man and them switching his shit. Goddamn, I hear his other man tell his roommate, hey, nigga, what's under your bed, nigga? Dude, like, I ain't got your shit. Dude, hop off the bed. I ain't got your shit. They toss his mattress. No, y'all got that shit. Where the fucking glasses at, nigga? Where that shit at? Dude, like, I don't got your shit. They search. Goddamn, they still in there beating dude there. I'm looking like, man, these niggas ain't crashed all the way out. They have crashed all the way out, y'all. They all the way crashed. They in there beating dude ass. I'm like, damn, I'm saying in my head, why are they still beating dude ass? If you searching the cell, he don't have the damn glasses. Man, this is my word, goddamn. There was another dude from Richmond there, old head dude. He came down the steps with his goddamn bowl. He was like, he heard the ass whooping. He was coming down the ass whooping is behind him. He coming down my side of the steps. He coming down the steps. He hear the ass whooping. He said, that shit say, he was like, damn, Shaw, what the fuck is that? That's all I know. Nigga walked over there. Hey, man, fuck y'all doing, man? Goddamn, that man ain't got them damn glasses, man. Glasses gone, Shaw, you lost them. So I was like, no, fuck that shit. Dude on the wall, like, dude trying to block. He getting his ass pounded on. Pause. I'm like, this shit crazy. So when them come out the jump. When he come out the jump, you see the lady in the booth. The lady in the booth like, she got her eyes like this. She looking down. She standing up in the booth and she like, so come out. Move around. He was like, oh shit, the lady seen it. Next thing you know, police coming in that bitch. What the fuck going on in here? What y'all doing, man? Fuck going on? Niggas walk back into the cell, right? Went straight back into the cell. Niggas went back there. Niggas looking. Man, what the fuck happened to him, man? They looked at his roommate. What the fuck happened? Who did this to him? His roommate was like, he had to look like this, like, I'm like, damn, at least you can't tell, but damn, your roommate just got his ass whooped right in front of you. Goddamn, they're like, man, who did this? Man, goddamn, nigga got on the jump. Next thing you know, more police come in. You see the white shirt dudes come in. They come in. Fuck y'all got going on. Lockdown. Y'all locked down. Y'all locked. Niggas like, shh. Everybody going to their cell. Them niggas from down there deep as a bitch. Goddamn. 5 minutes later, after we in the cell, you see them come out with the dude. He like this. The sergeant dude got on right here. The white shirt dude got on like this. He like this. The old dude that had a reputation of stealing him on the other side, he coming out like this. Nigga, eye busted, fucking cheeks red, goddamn blood all on this side of the shirt. That white tee got blood all right here. I'm like, oh shit, they take him out. Door closed. Niggas in the bar like, damn, that shit crazy, man. I was like, man, someone about to go down. Dude gonna tell it. Next thing you know, Police coming back in. Police come back in. Niggas walk straight back to so cell. About 5 police do like this. And niggas go back there deep as a bitch. Open up the door. They pop so door. Step out. You, step out. Zo stepped out. See the other sergeant dude go upstairs to what you do cell. Open up this door. You step out. Other dude over there on the other side of the tier, on the bottom tier, he go to his cell. They go to his cell. You step out. He stepped out. They got all 3 of them niggas in the party. They talking to him. They got them in a lineup. They all in a lineup like this. Goddamn, they talking. Goddamn, you see the lady in the booth. The lady in the booth standing at the jump. She got the face card jumps now in every booth and every building. The lady in the booth has access to face cards. That's something that they can identify each inmate from. You know what I mean? Like my card will be in there under W's and you see my page that have my name, my cell, all that state number, all that shit in there. So they can write you up even if they don't have, like, they find your face card, you can get written up for that. So the lady in the booth like this with the face card, she like, and they got them niggas standing up there like this. She said, boom, 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 because it's a glass, like a little plexiglass joint with a booth. She like, boom, 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 boom. I'm standing on the door, got a perfect view of her. I'm looking like, damn. She like, doom, doom, doom. Sergeant, y'all come on out. Yo, they took the niggas out. They took the niggas out. This is my word, they took them niggas out, man. Goddamn, they locked them niggas up. They locked them niggas up, man. This is my word. They locked them niggas up. They kept us on lockdown 2 extra days because they didn't know who else was involved. She said she saw a lot of dudes back there. You know what I mean? So they didn't know who else was involved. Come to find out, dude wasn't telling. The dude who asked they beat, he wasn't telling. The lady told, you know what I mean? So they took Zoe and them out of there. They was done. They took them out of there, man. They said they was back there in the hole for a while. They was trying to get dude. Dude was trying to put assault charges on them. You know what I mean? They said the dude who got his ass whooped was trying to push assault charges because he really didn't steal the man glasses. So they was back there, and the word I used to get was that everybody was back there in the hole trying to convince dude not to, you know what I mean, take him to court. But dude wasn't trying to hear that shit. So I think for those reasons right there that he was like pushing assault charge because he was fucked up bad behind that ass whooping. You know what I mean? They shipped Zoe them niggas. They shipped them niggas, man. All him and those three other Richmond dudes, they shipped them niggas. They was out of there. They was out of there, man. That's my word. It was gone. They shipped them niggas. So like, that was the word. Like, damn, they was back there. This was like a month time. This was like a month time, y'all. They shipped them niggas and they was out of there. You know? So after they was gone, you know what I mean? Like time just went on in the pod. Like, you know what I mean? Like shit happens, y'all. Like shit happened in the pod and it'll be out of your control sometime, man. It'll definitely be out of your control. But I can remember one day, you know what I mean? Damn, I go over to the laundry jump, you know what I mean? Go fuck with popcorn for a second. Then I talk to my homeboy at the back door and shit. So I'm talking to my homeboy at the back door. He in 32 pods, so I'm talking to him through the crack of the door and shit. So goddamn, I'm talking to popcorn. And he was like, hey, look. He was like, hey, look, don't say shit, bro. I'm like, what? He was like, man, call popcorn to the door. I was like, all right. He was like, look, man, goddamn. He was like, man, that nigga popcorn, man. Popcorn was the one that took dude glasses. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. That nigga was the one that swiped them shits, bro. He was like, I'm about to buy them shits, goddamn. And he was like, shit, goddamn, I'm about to get transferred, so I'm just gonna put them up to I dip. So I'm like, for real, man? He was like, yeah. I turn around, popcorn like, he got that dumb ass look. He like, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, you a fucking thief, popcorn, man? What type of shit you on? He like, hell no, shh. When they said, follow him, I'm like, man, that's fucked up, popcorn. You started all that shit in here, man. He was like, no. He was like, man, that dumb motherfucker, I ain't never liked that little dumb motherfucker. He was like, man, that stupid motherfucker. He said, I was sitting on the laundry. I was sitting on the washing machine, swinging my damn feet. Goddamn chilling, washing clothes, minding my business. He said, I seen that little stupid motherfucker. He said, that stupid motherfucker was running, coming back from wreck, trying to catch this, going himself so he can get a shower. He said, that nigga was running. Popcorn was doing this too. He was like, that nigga was running. That nigga was moving. He said, that nigga tripped over his goddamn Jordans and goddamn dropped their goddamn glasses. He said, he still thought he had them in his shirt. He said, man, shit. Oh, everybody was moving around. He said, goddamn, I walked right over there, came down the steps nice and calmly. He said, I came down the steps like this, Weezy. Fuck that shit. He said, goddamn, niggas was talking. He said, we're right over there by the table. He said, I went over by the table. I sat down and I grabbed my foot and I said, shh. I slid them motherfuckers, Weezy, like this. Shh. I'm sitting there listening to this story like, you dirty, rotten scoundrel. He like, man, fuck that. I ain't steal him. I I said, it kind of did, Popcorn, man. He be like, man, you ain't gonna fucking dime me out. I said, I ain't gonna do that, man, but I know you ain't no thief. I said, but you know, this penitentiary, what you want me to do, man? Like, yeah, Popcorn was from Richmond, so I'm like, what you want me to do? You know what I mean? I can't help that if somebody don't like this guy, man, but that was crazy knowing that Popcorn was the one that swiped them damn glasses. Popcorn swiped them glasses and sold them junks. That shit was crazy, y'all. I couldn't believe it, man. I said, this nigga Popcorn. I see you out of control. Popcorn said, he sat at the table and said, shh, I need them junks. He said, goddamn, I scooped them up, went right back to the laundry area. I said, this nigga slick as a fox, goddammit. But that's how the story ended, y'all. And that's the end of the damn story. I appreciate y'all for watching as always, man. Y'all know the count, man. I need y'all to stay out the way. Why? I want you to enjoy your life. I want you to love your family on the street. I want you to enjoy the free air. I want you to be out here to be able to experience your life just blossoming. Your life don't blossom in prison. The flower dies. You die. Damn near. It's like you're dead in prison. You still have your soul, your body, your movements, but you're in a place where you feel like you're dead. You don't want to go there, man. Trust me on that, man. Out here, living out here is way better than living in there. You don't want to trade them in. I'm letting you know now. If you out here wilding, you out here doing the wrong thing, change your life right now. Stop what you're doing right now, because prison is somewhere you don't want to go. Trust me on that. But y'all know the count, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. This the weekend banger game. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one right here, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, show. Let's get it. Let's go. But y'all be safe this weekend, man. I love y'all, man. And stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.